Nigerians on Twitter are saying this morning that, are asking a question actually, that you think selling of recharge cards should go back to the people, because there was a time where you can actually buy a recharge card on the streets of Lagos, on the streets of Lagos, Nigeria. Everybody was selling recharge cards and was creating jobs. But now modernization, integration has now caused for that to move that service to the bank. So you're linking your airtime purchase, your bank transfers, everything is now linked to the bank. So we're asking, is this fit for purpose for the Nigerian people, for the masses we have, the population we have? Do you think, technologically wise, that we are ripe enough to move these transactions that come across as daily bread for the average Nigerian on the street into the hands of the bank?
So as a selfish consumer, I feel this is my money. I should be able to buy my recharge card wherever I want and in the most convenient way. So for me, it would be like, okay, if they've taken it, find something else. That's as a selfish consumer. But then, you know, you mentioned something, you kept saying fit for purpose, and fit for purpose for the economic realities on ground. For, if we look at the data, the number of unemployed Nigerian youths and some of the things that they do. We were talking, just last week, we talked a lot about the Okada ban and the fact that, you know, many Nigerian youths, that's a means of livelihood. And if you take that away from them, what then will they do? Does that mean that they'll fall into crime? And for recharge card, I remember when I was in university, lots of university students used to do it on the side. It helped them. In NYC as well, I know a few people who, during their 1 year, they use that to raise funds, and, you know, help them raise capital for many things that they were going to do. But, you know, time has passed. Technology is here to stay, whether we like it or not. The only thing, because you're saying fit for purpose, is this is where government comes in and says, you know what, this is taking the banks. They have the wherewithal, they have the technology, they have the money, they have the presence, they have the distribution centers everywhere to do this and do it conveniently and make so much profit on it as well. So that's good for the banks. The banks also are employing people. Right. You know, it's a business. But then we have this teeming number of Nigerian youths then now struggling and looking for other means to raise money. So this is where I feel government can come in. Do something for them where they are working in collaboration with the banks so that these people are still able to sell this recharge cards, but find a way to make it like maybe they're indirect employees of the banks to keep it. But if we're talking of, but that's like socialism, you know, and that's not the system that we're working with. But because we say fit for purpose, in what way can government step in to make sure that we don't take jobs completely away, means of livelihood completely away from young people? Because young people, it's not like they don't want to do more, but they are not a powerful bank. They don't have all the resources. They don't have all the to do it, you know, to that level. It takes money to be able to employ technology to do some sort of businesses, and that's the truth.
So at the expense of ease, because I enjoy the ease, I would not lie, but then I thought, I had a few friends who had this WhatsApp group, and when they help you recharge, they get paid, so it's employment for them, and so I stopped using the ease of using my banking app to recharge, because I know those, my friends, they need that percentage of the recharges to eat. So they'll send you WhatsApp regularly, say, recharge for me and all of that. And that's how they feed. And so you deliberately focus on that. So that's how I want government to see it. So we like the ease, we love the technology and the growth. But look at the numbers of people. If we were to be giving out monies, what they call the humanitarian aid that they were giving out, 5,000 per indigent persons, how many would you feed successfully? But if you give the person dignity of what they earn, that's much better. So if we say it's about ease alone, think about numbers of people that depend on that system to feed and their dignity. So we want growth. How about the banks design what they designed for the POS payments? When the banks did not want the queue and they wanted to create payment and their ATMs were not working, they allowed the POS work. How about you design this? Then you employ people because they have it as their social responsibility. You invite people who will come and they have the machine that once you give them your phone number, your recharge goes in straight just as it goes in the bank. And those people have a right or a partnership with the banks. Because we should be looking at taking care of more people. Now we are banning Okadas. Imagine that, you know, you have 20,000 people that they say will suffer from the Okada ban on this platform. You have some other form of displacement. This issue of them recharging has displaced a lot of businesses. Just as Miriam said, in the university, I know friends who were millionaires from generating recharge card pins.